Now at 6 local school districts experienced a stressful return to class this week amid rising COVID cases and what many feel has been a lack of planning by state officials.
But there's still one district that won't return until next week. And we brought our questions to their superintendent about how they're adjusting. Western Mass News reporter Matt Sotilli joins us live in Springfield with more on that. Matt?
Well, Chris and Jordan, Holyoke Public Schools Superintendent Anthony Soto tells me that the one-week delay was not COVID-related. In fact, it's been in place since the beginning of the school year. Now he's hoping it'll give his staff more time to prepare and organize for what he hopes should be a safe return.
I'm pretty confident that given the extra week that we've had off and the precautions that we've had in place, that we're going to be in a good place next week.
Holyoke Public Schools returning to the classroom on Monday, January 10th, partly because of Thursday's Three Kings Day. But Superintendent Anthony Soto tells Western Mass News it's also a learning lesson he took from last school year.
We did experience a spike in COVID cases last year, so we wanted to make sure that we had this longer break to be able to respond.
He tells us the extended break will allow the district to send out literature on Friday, outlining the existing protocols in place and outlining the latest developments.
We're going to mention the test kits that were sent home. We're going to mention the KN95 masks, and then we're going to reiterate all of the safety protocols we already have.
While other communities received COVID-19 test kits from the state just a day or two before schools reopened this week, Holyoke went a different route.
Holyoke Public Schools volunteered to be a distribution hub for the city. So we kept 10,000 of those tests.
Distributing 15,000 test kits and sending home 10,000 to every staff member and student before the long break, with enough left over to distribute additional kits this week for staff and students who needed to resupply. But what about fears over potential staffing shortages?
We've asked them to do more than they've ever done in the past. And, you know, our staff, our teachers and paras have really stepped up.
And while his district's scheduling decision was initially met with mixed reaction, he's glad it's worked out for the better.
We were actually getting a lot of heat for starting the school a year earlier and having a longer break after Christmas. But reflecting on that now, I'm really happy we made that decision.
I also asked if Holyoke Public Schools would consider requiring a negative test after students and staff would return after isolating for 5 days with no positive symptoms. He said no. They have followed CDC and state guidance up to this point, and now is not the time to stray away from that. Live in Springfield, Matt Sotilli, Western Mass News.